Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and you guys absolutely killed yesterday's video, so here I am back playing a little bit more Piggy on Roblox, which is something I never thought I'd say. And I'm actually going to be telling another Jonathan Galindo related story today, because I actually do have another one, so let's hop into it. Now, this story time, much like the other one, takes place like a good couple years ago when this whole craze was big. You know, it's not really that big anymore, but it was at the time. And on this particular day, I was staying over at my friend's house. We were all having, me and my friends all got together. We all, stayed the night at my friend's house. We were kind of just hanging out, stuff you do with your friends. And it was, the middle of the night at the time. Everyone else had fallen asleep. Everyone was sleeping except me. I couldn't get to sleep, so I was just kind of scrolling through my phone, as you do. I think I was probably scrolling through, Instagram or something. Maybe I was, watching YouTube videos. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. I just remember I was scrolling through my phone. And as I'm scrolling, I get a notification from Discord, which I thought was weird because I don't usually get a notification from Discord unless it's my friends asking me if I want to play games. But I was in the same room as, all my friends at the time, and they were all asleep. So I thought it was pretty weird. I had my notifications muted in a sense, it would tell me what it was from, but it wouldn't tell me who it was from, you know what I mean? So I opened this notification and I see it's from one of these Jonathan Galindo accounts, and I had just watched a video on this whole situation the day prior. I think there was a video by some ordinary gamer or something. I could be completely off on that, but that's what came to my mind. But yeah, I had just watched a video on this. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is real. I wasn't too fazed by it because I knew all about it and I wasn't too scared. But I opened this message and it's basically the usual asking do you want to play a game? And I just responded with no. I just responded with no. I decided to just troll this Jonathan Galindo for a little bit, but he kind of just kept saying you need to play this game, you'll make us angry if you don't play the game, the shit they say when you don't want to do their game. And eventually I just sent him a YouTube link to to rickroll him to never gonna give you up, because I thought that was fucking hilarious at the time. So that's what I did. And I ended up closing Discord, not really, paying attention to any of the messages. And I remember opening up Among Us. I opened up the app of Among Us and started playing Among Us in the middle of the night because I was bored, I couldn't sleep, and I was over this whole Jonathan Galindo dude. So I started playing Among Us, and I played a couple rounds of Among Us. I was really getting into it. And in one of these rounds I was playing, I noticed someone was just following me around. If you must know, I was a crewmate, I was not the imposter. And some dude who I presume was also a crewmate was just following my character around the entire map, the entire time. He didn't go do anything else. He just followed me. It was a little insane. And I was wondering, what is this dude doing? Does he not know how to play Among Us? And as I was thinking that to myself, I see a notification from Discord, and I accidentally click it because it was at the top of my screen, and it just says hello and then reads off the username I had on Among Us. So at this point, I'm like, wait, hold on. So is he the guy? And then I go back to Among Us, and the guy's still following me around. And I keep getting more and more Discord notifications, but I don't open them because I don't want to. I'm getting a little freaked out at this point. I'm like, okay, how does this dude know my Among Us name? So eventually I just turn the game off. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm a little freaked out at this point. So I just turn the game off. I don't answer my notifications at all. I just put my phone to the side and I go to sleep on this couch or whatever that I'm in my friend's basement. And eventually I do end up passing out and falling asleep. But after some time passing, I don't know how much time ended up passing, but my phone started ringing. And in my absent-minded, super tired state, I answered the phone. And I just hit the button to answer the phone. And I then realized what I answered. I answered a call on Discord from this Jonathan Galindo dude. And I just stayed silent, and I just heard from his side. I heard a bunch of walking. It sounded like he was walking through leaves and walking outside and stuff. And I just heard this faint voice saying open the back door. I need to tell you something. And then I didn't respond because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to go about this whole situation. And then he eventually got pretty hostile and started yelling, like, open the fucking door and stuff like that. And I don't know. I didn't like he heard like it sounded like he was knocking on a door in the call, but like I could hear the back door of my friend's house, and it didn't sound like anyone was there, so it was definitely not there. But I don't know. It just kind of freaked me out. I didn't say anything. Ended up hanging up the call, and that was pretty much it. I just blocked the account and went back to sleep pretty much. Like I was a little rattled, but it was very clear to me that he wasn't actually there. There wasn't an actual like Jonathan Galindo fucker running around ready to kill me. And yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. This isn't as long as the other story time, but that's the story of how I was pretty much hacked by a Jonathan Galindo bot. I don't really know if it would consider it hacked, but it sounds good, so that'll be the title of this story. That's also really going to wrap it up. I hope you guys did enjoy this story time. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. You guys all know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.